Hello and welcome back to the Finding You podcast. I am your host, Franeiss, and today I am so excited because it is New Year's Eve and we are about to jump into 2022. I am so excited for next year. Genuinely so excited. Now, I have just been reflecting back on the year 2021 as I've been setting my goals, getting myself ready for the year that is to come. And wow, 2021 has been so massive. And it has felt like there's been this huge change and healing of the planet and uplifting of the planet. We have seen some really hard times over the past couple of years, and it really feels like we are about to move into a whole new era. And if you look into the numerology of 2021, it actually comes down to the number 5. So with numerology, you literally plus the numbers all together. So you go 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 1 and equals 5. When I've looked into the numerological meaning of 5, just on a brief, quick Google, nothing too extreme, it comes up with the number 5 being representative of expression of personal freedom, which I really think is very valid. We have experienced protests, a lot of people speaking up. I've personally have experienced this, really stepping into my own, becoming more expressive of who I am, what I stand for. And I think there's been a lot of people that have also stepped into this, and it doesn't even matter what side of the political spectrum you're on. A lot of people have been voicing and expressing themselves in whatever way they felt they should. And so I think that is truly beautiful, that is so accurate. Now, when we work with the numerology of 2022, that comes down to the number 6. So 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 2 equals 6. Now, I find it so fascinating because the numerological meaning of the number 6 is all about harmony and unconditional love and compassion and so much healing. And so I find it really fascinating moving into 2022 that my life path has also redirected to become a support and a healer for those people that have been previously struggling and have been out of harmony. So I'm actually really excited for 2022. I have spent the past 2 days looking into my goals, setting my goals, really reflecting on what I do and I don't want moving forward and how I'm going to grow as a person in the coming year. Now, I really encourage anyone who hasn't already, over the next few days, set your intentions, set your goals. Now, I'd really like to give you a pro tip on setting your goals. So I actually broke my goals down into quite a few sections. So my first section that I broke it down to was tangible goals that I personally cannot control. For example, hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. Now, that is a tangible goal, but that is something that I personally cannot control. I can work towards in supporting that goal in growing, but I personally cannot physically make 1,000 people subscribe to my YouTube channel. So I found it really useful to break down my goals into a section where it's tangible goals that I couldn't control, and then into another section where it's tangible goals that I could control. Now, I broke down my goals into business, finance, personal growth, family, friends, and social relationships, romance and love, health and well-being, and I think that was it. But breaking it down like this really gave me the time and the space to really think about and consider all aspects of my life and how they intermix and work together. So in some sections, there were really tangible goals. For example, I want to do more adventurous things such as hiking and rock climbing and things like that. Really tangible goals. And then there was other parts where it was more about the feeling of it. I want to feel more at peace. I want to feel more compassion. I want to share more love. Now, these are goals that are all tangible and totally within my control, which is why I broke them down into these sections, and I'm actually super excited for my goals this year. Previously, I've written down my goals, but they've kind of been wishy-washy here and there, and they haven't been quite as detailed and structured. So I haven't been able to be really clear on exactly what I wanted. However, it's given me a really clear picture of exactly what I want and how it's going to feel moving through the year. I was actually listening to a video on YouTube last night, and it was actually speaking of the fact that we think about our goals and our manifestations way more than we feel them. So that when it comes to that point of picking our direction, or maybe if we've hit a fork in the road, we actually don't know what it feels like. So if we actually know of what it's going to feel like when we achieve that goal, we have that thing, we'll actually be able to make decisions and choices purely based on the feeling of if it's a full body yes, or if it's a no. Now, I thought that was really fascinating, and it actually made me start to embody the feeling of what my goals is going to be like. It's all great and well to write them all down, but as I imagined it in my head, I started to feel the feelings of what it's going to be like to achieve my goals, or whatever it is, whether that was feeling peace or compassion or extreme amount of joy or excitement or love. I really started to think and feel those feelings so that when I get to my destination, I will know I'm there because I feel those feelings. Now, the second part to that is I want to remind you that our imagination actually can't tell the difference between a real memory and a made-up memory. So if we can now imagine our dreams and our manifestations coming to life and feel them in our body, and it comes back to that, we will know that we've achieved them because we feel it. Now, the third part to that is that everything comes back to vibration and a vibrational frequency. So when we're feeling it in our body, we're creating that vibration, that frequency, and beginning to admit it out into the world. Now, for a long time, I actually really struggled to understand what people meant by embodying your goals and your dreams. Now I understand it's feeling those emotions and that vibrational frequency of if you did achieve those goals. So whether you believe in manifestation or any of that sort of stuff or not, it really just comes back to imagine yourself achieving whatever your goal is and feeling what it's going to feel like when you achieve it. That way it sets in your body and admits it out to the whole universe. Now, that is all for today, guys. I'm going to leave it there. I hope you guys enjoy the beginning of your 2022. If you guys would like to share your New Year's resolutions and intentions down below in the comments, I would love to see them. Make sure you like and subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube. If you're listening to this via Apple or Spotify, make sure you leave a review and rate the podcast. And let me know if there's any questions that you guys have and you would like for me to talk about in the future. However, have the most beautiful New Year's, and I will see you in 2022. Bye, guys.